Hey everybody, it's Mike from Mike's in the Kitchen here. Guess what I'm making tonight? It is Philly cheesesteak sandwiches. Really excited about it. And this is actually what was left over from the brisket that I did for Labor Day. And what a better way to have fun with something. Before I started the video, I actually sauteed bell peppers, so they're done. And that's the easy part. Now the great thing about this is you can use any kind of meat you want, really. You can use steak, you can chop it up, you can buy it already prepared in very thin slices and do it. I know people who have had ribeyes. They have used prime rib, whatever you want. So, my sink's clean, don't worry. I cleaned it before I started all this. So I'm using a Kyocera ceramic knife. I got it at Wabi Sabi Japan Living in Palm Springs. These things are really sharp. And the great thing is they have a lifetime warranty. I broke one just cutting through some lamb, and they replaced it free of charge. So anyway, I'm gonna cut the brisket up, and we're gonna get it going here in just a minute. Just doing thin slices. And the great thing is that this is cold, straight out of the refrigerator. You can see the bag here. And it's easier to cut this way. Some people will put it in the freezer. Now if you notice, like on that piece, there's a bunch of fat. I'm gonna leave that in because to me that adds flavor. And yeah, we're gonna leave that in. And don't cut your finger. I think that's enough. It's just me for dinner tonight. Put that out of the way for a moment. Now, like I said, I already did the peppers on here. So there is rosemary olive oil that I have. It's Delisa from Costco. You have to order it. So that's all gonna go there. And in the meantime, I am going to turn the video off because this is going to take a few minutes to heat, and I need to get my roll and get it buttered and on here as well. So stay tuned. Okay, so I'm back. Let me see if I can move the butter. And the butter, by the way, is Kerrygold Irish butter. It's all I use. I like it. I prefer it over everything else. All right, there you can see everything. So over here you can see I've got some butter melting. Yes, butter makes it better. And I have these little sausage rolls from the store. They're soft, they're wonderful. I'm gonna put that down just like that. Make sure it all gets covered in butter. Just take a look at it. Not gonna burn your fingers, not to worry. Use a spatula just to move this around. And we're gonna let this heat up. And we're going to start assembling it here in just a minute. So stay tuned. All right, I'm back, and you know what? It's time to assemble this masterpiece. Actually, before we start that, I have pepper jack cheese. I'm going to put on top of the meat here. I'm just going to let it melt in. The meat's all nice and hot, and that's great. Get our bun off of here. Look at that. Oh, Butterfingers. Look at butter. Nice and golden toasted. It's toasted, but it's soft, which is fine. It's not a hard, unless, how long you leave this on is totally up to you, because it's just how you like your toast. So, this is going, look at that. And then we're gonna add in some peppers here. And I have red, yellow, and green bell peppers. Some of them are really well done and some are about half done. And it's great because you get the texture of the different doneness of the peppers. And then I have Mazzetta sliced Golden Creek pepperoncinis to go on top, which is going to be like, ooh, perfect. All right, so this is done. So folks, this is not going to be I say a clean meal. You're gonna get your hands dirty. So but that's fine. Turn this thing off. Alrighty, so look at this. Since this is nice and hot, I'm going to help use my fork to keep everything in place. You know what, we're just going to do this a little bit different. We're not even going to try to make a sandwich. It's going to be open face. So if you're wondering what the difference between open face and closed is, open face is you see everything. Not open or closed face is going to be where you actually have the bread on top, or the roll, whatever you're using meat-wise. So a hamburger would be considered a closed unless you have it all open. Now that's not a lot of food, I'll tell you that right now. A couple of these pepperoncinis on top. I like them. So, and that's, oh, that one's escaping, so got to use that one. Close this up before I knock it over and waste them. So folks, there it is. Now, the other thing you can do is you can add some more cheese on top. Excuse me. Excuse me. And look at that. And there you have it. That's the easiest way to make a Philly cheesesteak sandwich. Hey, folks, remember, food is what brings people together. Have fun at your dinner table. As you know, I'm in the new home in Conroe, Texas, which has been absolutely amazing. And I know I need to work on my lighting, but don't worry. It'll get better. So until you see my mug again, remember, food is what brings people together. Have a good one.